We are ready. So today we are going to do a training about reels. So what I really want to do is to show you the basics, okay? This is really a training for beginners, for someone that maybe haven't tried the Reels feature yet in Instagram. And I really think that if you are scared about doing Reels, you should see first this training and then you should implement it right away, because this is a great way to reach a bigger audience. And if you are in business, you definitely want to reach more people. And just to give you an example, when I post something in my story, or maybe I just do a post on my wall, I don't get as many views that when I post a reel. And it can be something very easy, very simple. Just sometimes I just share my skincare routine like in a very fast mode. I don't even say anything, I just put a song on it. And then last time one of my videos did like 4,000 views and it was nothing special really. So you should definitely use that. It's a great tool. And Instagram is really pushing the reels in front of people, okay? So while stories and your post is not that easy. Why? Because it is still quite new, these reel things. So that's why Instagram is really pushing all the reels in front of other viewers, okay? Also, I want you to know that you should have a business account on Instagram if you want to really have this bigger reach. Otherwise, it's only the people who is already following you that are going to see your reels, but you are not getting any people, if that makes sense. So really recommend you to go and to change that. If you have a private account, then maybe you should consider to change it to a business account. On top of that, you are going to have a lot of insight that Instagram is giving you, so you actually get to learn who is your audience. Is it more men, more women, where they come from, the time they are looking at you, etc. Okay, so it's really a great tool. So now, where do we start the reel? So we're gonna do this right now. Why this is showing here? Okay, like this. So either you go on the small little plus right here, so on the top, you go here, and here you're gonna see that you can choose if you want to put a story highlight, IGTV, or a reel. So this is where we are going. So let me just do this. Hello. So now we are in the reel part of the Instagram, and here you can actually, I'm gonna first choose my filter. I like this one. So, okay, so I choose my filter, but here you have different things that you can choose, okay? The first one here, it's actually the music that you can choose. You can save your music. I can also show you this maybe before. Here it's how long your videos are going to last. So it's either 15 seconds or 30 seconds. So you need to choose beforehand. Here is the speed of the video. So sometimes you want to do it like at a very, very fast. So you just choose there. I never choose that, never do this. Here are the filters, so you just click on it, and here you are going to be able to choose the filter that you want to use, and you're going to see all the filters here down, okay? I have a lot of filters that I did saved myself, so maybe you don't have those, so I will show you where you can find them, okay? The other thing here, it's only when you want to choose when the filter is coming up into your video, but I don't use that feature either. And the timer, of course, so you don't see you pushing the button. You can just set a timer and it's going to just count like 3, 2, 1, and then you can start talking, okay? So before really starting into the training, I want to show you where you can find inspiration, because this is very important to find inspiration first, especially if you are not very familiar with videos, reels, and making this kind of content. You really want to have some inspiration. So maybe it's from someone that you have seen already, or you can just go on the research. So let's just go now. So here you can go on the little, how do you say this? The loop, this one, okay? And here you can either go and look for someone particular that you want to get inspiration from, so you can take any of your friends, or you can just go here and you are going to find some reels for sure. So always on the first page here, you're gonna find videos, you're gonna find pictures, and for sure you're gonna find reels, because this is really the trend right now. So let's take this one for example. And here after you can start scrolling and you can see all the reels that people do. And here if you see something that is interesting, then you can just go, you can choose the song, the same song that they are having here, that they are using here. You don't listen it right now because I have this cable, so you can actually go and listen the music from here. But here you're gonna see the little button with the music, okay, where it says Happy Friday. Just under you have actually the audio, so you can save the audio and you can use it next time. But for example, let's just go and let's get some inspiration maybe from someone I know. I don't even know if I can do it with my own. So if you go in the Reel tab, here you can go and choose any reel that you would like to produce yourself with the song also that I use, for example. So there is one that I do really like. So this one is really nice. It has a nice soundtrack as well. So if you want to do exactly the same one, it really is right now. You can just go and choose again the small audio. So here, and then this audio, you can save it. So you can use it or right now, like using the use effect, or you can save it, as you can see here on the top. You can save it and use it afterwards. So if you do right now, for example, you are here, and as soon as you start pushing the button, the sound is coming as well. So here is a bit hard, so I don't recommend you to start with this because you will need to practice so many times before you actually get the right timing with what the video says. But it's just to show you that you can save here the music, or you can save the entire reel as well. Let's say I want to save this one. You go in the three little dots there under, and then you just save it, okay? So let's just save it. Where are you gonna find this afterwards? You just go back, you click on your picture here under, and then you go in the three little slash bars, I don't know how you say, and you go in the saved part, okay? This one is the saved. And here I have different posts, and as you can see, the reel that I've saved is just here, okay? So once you have it there in your saved folders, it's very easy for you to just go back to it, then go on the reel, and then just go and choose the music and just start doing it, okay? But for today, what I want to do with you, it's something very simple. We are not going to speak, we are just gonna add some music, and we are going to add some text. So for example, all the things that you do like that, you just point somewhere and then you have some text appearing. This is something I would like to show you because it's super useful. Everyone doesn't know how to do that. It's a bit tricky, I must say. But it's very easy. You don't need to speak. All you have to do is to do this, and then you are going to move around the text afterwards. Let's go right away. I go with the little plus on the top. I go on reel. I go and choose my filter right away, just like here. Then what I can do, I can choose already here my audio, and as you can see, I have different saved music already. So this is when I go and find a reel that I like, I click on the sound, and then I just save it. And this is really the symbol to save it, as you can see there. Then you can choose here the music that I've already saved. One that I really like is this one, the Virgo one. And I'm gonna share this afterwards so you can actually listen to it also, okay? So here I have already the music. Then I have the 30-second, but I think 50-second it's more than enough. Like, especially right now, especially if you're starting, I think 15 seconds should be good enough. I'm gonna do like showing three things, and that's it, okay? So we don't take too long either. So what we are going to do now is to do the video. So I'm going to just push in the middle where I have my cursor actually, or just the record button, and then I'm going to just start moving around and showing up like this. So I'm going to show you. I like to use like this small thing here, so I don't need to hold it and then it's not shaking all the time. This is also something I can use if I put the timer, so I don't need to push the button. I can be here right away with my hands. So the timer is actually really nice. Let's see and let's just use it. I move around a bit so I can show all the information here, okay? So let's do it. You don't speak. Alright, so let's use the timer. You do set timer, and once you have done that, you still need to click and then the countdown is gonna start. That's it. Okay, so here now I have my video that is already done. And you can see, actually I can show you here, you can see here all the time that you are taking, okay? So that means that you still have some space here if you want. So now how you're gonna do, you're gonna push this little button right here. And here you are going to be able to save this video that you did, and afterwards you can cut part of it. So I'm gonna show you, you just need to click now on this one. What's that? This little one to save your video. So let's save the video, and the videos are always saved without the music, but that's okay because then you're gonna add it anyways, okay? So let's just go here. Now actually I don't need to use this save video, I can do it right away here, but I just wanted to show you this option, okay? So let's just go back. So we are here. If you go again back with the arrow, you're gonna see everything here. And that looks okay. Now, if you want to cut and make it shorter, because for example, you don't like the end or you want to start at another point and so on, you can just go in the small scissors. And here you can move these and then it's gonna short the video or keep it longer, okay? Like this, for example, if you see here. A bit faster, and let's say I don't like the part where I do this, I can just, I know it's here, so I can just turn it here, and that's it. So you can see that the part that is here is not going to be taken in consideration, okay? If that makes sense. So then you trim it on the top, you can trim it. Then now you say done, and then you continue, sorry, here. So you continue, you push this little arrow here, and then here you can actually add your text. So let's just go on this part here for the text, and then let's write tip. Now let's say, it doesn't really matter, tip 1, show up. You can, you know, if you click in the part here, you can do it black or you can do it white or without anything. You can choose the color. You can choose different fonts, as you can see right here. I'm just looking which one. I just do like this one here. Oh, but let's just make it easy, this one, okay? So here you can move it, and now you're gonna see that you're gonna have the tip 1 here under, right? When you click on it, on the part here down, you're gonna see like a timeline. So this is when this tip number 1 is going to appear into your screen. That means that you can just move it around. So for example, I don't want it to start right away because I don't point the thing right away, so I'm gonna just cut it here a bit. Okay, so here I have it. So I wait that I point it, so here, so I want the tip 1 to show up just right at that moment, but I want it to stop before I point to number 2, right? So I just gonna make it shorter. So 1, I don't show the number 2 yet. And here I just stop it because now I'm going to add another one, which is tip number 2. So then you just click on it and then you do done on the top, okay? Done. Then you're gonna do done many times until you see again that you can write something. So you choose the AA here and you're gonna do tip number 2. So 1 is show up, 2 is connect. Okay, I do it smaller, I put it more or less where I want it, then I can always move it again, okay? So tip number 2 is right here, so you move it and then you go and you click on the tip number 2 here, and again you do exactly the same with the timeline. So I'm gonna start it again. I'm gonna start it on the tip number 2. So here, that's when I want the tip number 2 to appear, and I want it to disappear before I actually show the number 3. Okay, so that's it. Then you click on it, then you do done, and you do done again, and then the tip number 3, we're gonna write it again. Tip number 3. Here, and now again you click on it and then you move this part here and you put it so it show up now, and until the end it's okay, and that's it. So I like to always click on the screen again, so then you do done, and here you're gonna see that you still can see the 1 and 2, and this is a problem. It's a bit tricky sometimes with Instagram. What I do so it disappears and really show up the right way, you go back like this and then you go again front, and now it's going to show the right way. Tip number 1, tip number 2, and tip number 3. And that's it. So here you already have the music, you have everything. Now again, you can save that video if you want, because if you want to change the music or anything, you can still do that afterward as well. So let's say that I save it. Again, it's going to save without the audio. And tip number 3, okay? So after, what you can do, let me see if I want to add something. Yes, I still want to add something. You probably don't have it yet, but I'm going to show you in a Canva training how you can do this, okay? But I would really recommend you to always have a call to action into your reels. So maybe in my case, I always put, if I have still enough time, and here is the case, I always add my own, like, follow me or follow @Rosaux, because this is going to be shown to people that don't know me. And so if they see it, maybe they want to actually go and follow, okay? People sometimes just need a little push, so I like to add that. So to add something, as I can see that now it's only shared 2, so you go back. And here again, you see the timeline there on the top. So I have still some space. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna add one of my video that I have on my folder. So I go on my folder here, and now I think I cannot do it because I just remember that my daughter did some pictures while I was in the toilet and I'm scared that they will be here and that you can see it. So I'm not gonna do it now, but normally I actually add like a video there. Good that I remembered. But I'm gonna show you the end results after, and so here you can just add a video and then you can do it shorter or longer, okay? So here you can just go and share. So another thing that I do recommend is that you prepare your cover picture beforehand. So for example, here either you leave it like that, it's going to be the cover from the moment you did the reel, or you go and click here on the cover, so it says cover. Here you can actually choose maybe another moment in the video, so you can choose, and that it's going to be the picture that is going to appear as a cover. This one is not too bad, but maybe you can prepare beforehand. I don't know. another picture. So try to have nicer picture, like a cover picture beforehand, because sometimes while you're doing the videos from the reels and then you need to choose the cover, you don't always find like a nice moment where you are not doing weird faces. And especially me, I always do weird faces. In this case, it's not so bad because I'm actually not speaking, I'm just doing that, so my face is actually opaque. I don't have those strange movements, okay? So then you can just go, you can write your caption. I really recommend you to also use hashtags. Hashtags really that are relating to the video that you are posting. So this one would be hashtag tips for network marketers or something like that, okay? Then you can choose to put it as reel or you can choose to just put it as a story, but as I said before, you better do it as a reel because reels have much more reach again, okay? You can either also share it to your feed or not. I do recommend you to share it to your feed, even if the cover maybe don't fit the rest of your feed. That's okay, you can leave it like maybe for 24 hours, 48 hours, so people get to see it. And then you can actually remove it from your read, from your feed, but it's going to still be available on your reels, okay? So I'm going to show you test reel for beginner training. Then I do hashtag test. It doesn't really matter. So now I'm going to share this. So this is my reel. So when you go back in your picture, you're going to see the reel that is going to appear here in the little mouse. Yeah, when you go in the little house, you're going to see. So here is my reel that appears. So what I do recommend you, because it's still always nice to have all these things on your story, is to go and to click on the little arrow here. You can see it here. And there you're gonna add to your reel. And what I do, so it looks nice, I actually make this bigger. Either you leave it so we can see everything, or you can make it a bit bigger so we cannot see that it's a reel, that it's a video. But what I do recommend is actually to promote your reel. So what you can do, and that Instagram really like, is you're gonna use, when you go in this small square here, you can choose a GIF. And then you're gonna write new reel. And then you can choose which one you want to use. Like this, you can make it big so they need to go and see, or you can make it small. You can take away the sounds maybe, so then when you are talking, people actually want to know what you are saying, so they will go and click and go and see the reel. So you have many different ways to do all that, okay? Again, here you can save it if you want, or you can just post it and you say like your story and post on your story. So that's it for this. Also, I want to show you again this little button here. Wait, like this. It's how you save videos. So if you see something that you like, you can just go and you save it, okay? And again, if you go in your profile, you go on the little one here, and then you go on the three thing, you go on saved, and there you're gonna see my reel up there that is gonna appear. So next time I can use the same sound, I can use everything that I've seen there. Now, if a little tip that I want to share with you, let's go on the story. If you want to have one of the filter that I use, for example, what you can do is you go on my stories and then you continue until you see something that you like. For example, this filter, you're gonna see here on the top, you're gonna see it says Pretty Grainy by Sophie, okay? So you can go and click on it, and here you can save, as you can see it's saved already, you can save that filter. That means that next time you go into your story or you go into your reel and you choose an effect or a filter, you are going to see this one appearing there, okay? What you can also do is, if you click the more, you can browse effects and you can go and look for other effects that maybe you don't see on my profile or you don't find anything anymore. Then you can come here and have some inspiration. You can actually write down what you want to see. Maybe, I don't know, you want to have something with hearts. Then you're gonna find many different filters with hearts. So this was for the little tip. What else can I share with you? Then every time you save the sound, every time then after you take away this, you just go here to do a reel. Then you go in audio, and when you have saved already sounds, as you can see, you have them all here. So I have a lot of sound that I have already saved, so it's easier for me to go and pick them up afterwards. Or you can write down any sounds that you are thinking about. I think that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share with you. I'm super happy to have done this. I hope it was helpful. It's actually the first time I do this kind of training, so it's not always super easy to show it, but I guess you could see anyway what I wanted to teach. And if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment here, then I will go back and answer those questions. If you need more information, if you need more tips, more tricks, then do that as well. Just leave the comments right here. And also don't hesitate to actually share this training if you think someone else can use it, or if you just want to support me and support my page, then just go and share it on your wall. That would be really amazing. I would appreciate it so much. If you are looking at this on the replay, also just put replay. Let me know from where you are looking this from. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening, and I will probably do another one for a level a bit more advanced, let's say. So something a bit harder than this, maybe to see the transitions and things like that, okay? Bye everyone, and thank you so much.